groovy people? Blue Dragon here, welcoming you to this week's video, Doubling Down, part of the Community Projects mini-series I've been doing. You may have noticed I have a new intro, and that's all courtesy of Dante Jensen, who did the Con-Alt-Delete collaboration thing for me. So thank you to Dante. He doesn't have a handle yet, but if he starts putting his work out there for others, I will put his contact information down below. In the background, I'm working on a character who has yet to be introduced into Dark Horse, my free, not safe for work, adults only webcomic. Links for that are all down below. Right now I'm practicing using references for when I create the image for the Valentine's Day sex drive, VDSD, which almost sounds like an STD. Sorry you guys, I can't help it. But I talked about that in part 2, Double Fantasy, so you can check out that video. I'll have a playlist and maybe an iCard also for you. If you want to know more about Nikki, who is the character I'm drawing back there, I actually did a 2-parter last year in June for the LGBT community month. So you can check out, information about her and Joy Fong, which I mispronounced terribly, so I'm sorry for any of my viewers who happen to speak Chinese and had to sit through me butchering that. I butcher every language, including my own, so I am sorry for that. I fixed it later. I fixed it now. This week, I'm going to talk about the final community project that I've signed up for in this part of the year. I'm going to have more stuff down the line. But Word of Wednesday, my colleagues and I are planning to start working on this very soon. But before I'm even going to talk about any of that, I do have an announcement, which at least for a while is going to affect this channel. I probably mentioned it sometime last year, but I've definitely talked about it with family, friends, and some of my closer acquaintances over on Comic Fury. But I'm, at the end of this month, going to be finding just an apartment to share with strangers out west, because I've lived with strangers before on campus and elsewhere. So, in spite of all the serial killer stories my mom told me growing up, I'm not really afraid to go out and sublet with people. But I'm telling you this because this video schedule is going to be all out of whack. I'm probably not going to be doing voiceovers because I'm not going to have time, and I don't necessarily know what kind of setup I'm going to have out there. Whether or not I'm going to have any, like space to put up my camera. I might just be ending up, recording screen tones, or maybe I'll finally try to start drawing online. I've got Manga Studio downloaded finally, the debut. So maybe I'll be doing something of that nature. But I just want you to be aware that I'm not going to be completely canceling videos forever, but I'm probably going to be getting a part-time job because we can't afford to have 2 apartments. I mean, my partner's not rich, and I was able to cut down the cost of living by cooking for both of us, but I'm not really sure what he's going to do whenever I'm out there. So just want you to be aware that these videos are going to be changing, maybe for the better, or maybe I'll be going back to the audio, maybe I'll do a switch up. But I am going to still try to post some videos. It's just not going to be on a regular basis for the duration of the near future. But this is all a good thing, at least for us, because we've been trying to move out there for a year now. Or actually, maybe 2 years. I think a year. I can't remember. Anyway, let's get back on topic. I should have called this series Triple Time or Quadruple Time because of all the projects. Maybe quadruple. Well, no. Yeah, quadruple, because there were 4 projects. Anyway, whatever, too late now. Let's get this hype train started, because after mid-February, early March, myself and a group of dedicated Furians, as we're called, Comic Furians, I guess, we're going to start the actual planning and start working on the execution of a little mini sample zine to help highlight and promote the wonderful artists that are part of the Comic Fury community. The idea for this actually came to me from an acquaintance over on Tapas, who prints his own zine and sells it in his country to help indie artists and students of his get promoted where he lives, and also to, help them actually make a little bit of money off of their art. So I got that idea from him, and I thought it was just awesome that, he helps his students out like that, and his acquaintances. So I thought, this is a great idea. Why don't we try something similar to this over on Comic Fury? Only because, I'm broke as hell, as I'm sure most artists are. Why don't we do something that's electronic so that we can provide it free? Because I'm all about free media. If you watch any of my videos, you know how I feel about sharing culture and pop culture with the community and not just squirreling it all away and saving it only for people who can afford it. I like to share art and culture with the masses. So the whole idea, it's not really a new idea. I mean, even Spider Forest had a cool charity event for Yemen last summer, but that zine was more just a collection of images, not actual comics. So I'm actually a fan of anthologies. In fact, I just found out this past weekend that Heavy Metal is still being published. Holy shit, you guys. But obviously I liked manga, and they do things like Shonen Jump, Shoujo Beat. Even here in the US we had Otaku USA. I don't know. It used to be New Type, and then New Type went out of business. I don't know. But, this idea of helping to get people into a serialized comic and to help promote people who are on Comic Fury, either hobbyists or people who are trying to make money, just, trying to get the word out. We have kicked around a couple ideas on forum, and then finally we formed a committee, so pretty soon we're going to be actually implementing this, hopefully by June, but we haven't even talked about dates or anything yet, so I don't want to get anyone's hopes up. I will definitely be giving more information on that once we start to have these plans put into action. Now, I can't speak on behalf of everybody else, but I wanted to be a part of this because, as I mentioned, I am big into providing entertainment for people who don't necessarily have the funds to go out and buy a billion manga or a billion comics or what, they don't have the money to spend on Webtoons or the time to watch videos to earn money. So this is part of why I've been a part of the Comic Fury community, because it is free for people. But the other reason why I thought this project would be a good idea to be a part of is because I noticed from both the massive Smack Jeeves exodus and from people talking at Con Delete that not many people are aware of Comic Fury's existence. And there are a lot of talented, skilled artists and writers that we have over on Comic Fury. So I thought this might be a good way to help promote, because over on the forum, whenever Smack Jeeves was starting to disperse, obviously somebody brought up Comic Fury, but most of the people were like, what the hell is that? Who's that? And then of course the only thing that anybody knew at Con Delete was Webtoons. Maybe that's a generational thing. Most of the people I talked to were fairly young. But at any rate, promotion is key, you guys. Plus Comic Fury has what many other platforms don't. You have the freedom to alter the HTML and tailor your own webcomic site. And what I think is most paramount about Comic Fury is that the web designer, Kyo, he doesn't view the indie artist as a cash cow. I can't speak again on his behalf, but he actually respects us as a community. He respects our suggestions. He includes us in updates and making decisions. He asks what people like. He's not doing this for money. He's doing it for the art, and probably to get, I think it has something to do because he's a coder in real life for his full-time job. So he also gets experience in coding by creating this website. So, it's great because unlike with Smack Jeeves, I have nothing against whoever created Smack Jeeves, but they ended up selling the platform, and that's why whoever bought it up just said, screw everybody's opinion. I don't care what the community wants. We want to be like Webtoons and make money. So that's one of the great things about Comic Fury, is that it is not about the money. It is about the artist, and there's a lot of people who are starting to grow and learn on this community. So I like it because it's fostering people to learn and improve and push themselves. So obviously, I can't say that's why the other committee members are doing this, but that's part of why I'm doing it, because I'm a big nerd. So if you'd like to participate in your own communities or come on over to Comic Fury, just go to whatever forum boards that you're a part of and see if they have any community collabs, things of that nature. Question of the week: what magazines do you or have you read? What do you like? And then a little quick advertisement, nothing too crazy. Ibrahim Coyle is a comic over on Tapas that I just adore. It's like Lupin III meets psychedelic. It's got ironic dark comedy. It's beautifully stylistic. It's a lot of fun. It's so silly, and the main character is a detective of a sort. It's just You gotta check it out. The other thing, since I was talking about anthologies, Oddly Vanilla, they're a fun collection of stories. It's anywhere from like pulp noir to the extremely bizarre. They have mystics and monsters. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot like Tales from the Crypt, the old comic book, as in like it has different people introducing the comics, the stories, and then they'll go into like a little short story, and there's such a wide variety. It's just an amazing comic. I like it anyway. And then of course go check out Comic Fury. Go check out the artists there, you guys. If you like what I do and want to support me, all the support links are down below. And then if you want to like the video, subscribe, do the bell thing, that stuff all helps too. I appreciate it. Peace and love. Fare you well. And keep on trucking. No, Julius!